Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another what if scenario, but it is not going to be for Galaxy. So yesterday I shot off the idea on my Discord of basically me making a what if scenario to where I put Galaxy ships into Starscape's universe. So what do I mean by that? Well, replace the Stratos with a Draco. Replace the Otter with a Warcroll. Basically, the game works the exact same, except for it's just Galaxy ships. So Starscape's mechanics, its warping, and all that will be the exact same. So yeah, a key point is Starscape's warping will not be changed. You still warp to sectors using the animation. However, you're now in Galaxy ships, so you would be warping sector to sector in a ridge breaker. Another question you may have is, well, Shasko, the way Galaxy works is there's loyalty preventing players from all spawning in dreadnoughts. How would you carry that over into Starscape? Well, I wouldn't. Since right now Starscape currently has no ship class limits, I don't see why that should change, all because we introduced Galaxy ships. Yes, granted, Galaxy ships can be a little bit broken depending on which ship it is, but we're gonna ignore that and for all good fun, I guess, even though it may make the scenario a little bit weird. So how would this affect gameplay? Well, we all know the gameplay would be forever changed. So instead of the combat that you may be used to in Galaxy, where it's more ships are drifting around and it's more important to get your line of sight and to jump your opponent and basically get under them and all that stuff whenever you can, I think Starscape has higher skill variety. There is a much higher skills gap in that game than there is in Galaxy, because with the way the combat works with the piloting, with the moving, and it's just, you have to play both games to understand what I'm talking about. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically Starscape's combat is a lot more advanced and complicated than Galaxy's. But here's an interesting idea. So since I'm bringing over Galaxy ships straight into Starscape, couldn't you like warp into a sector then and there'd just be 50 ridge breakers sitting there, Shasko? That seems kind of stupid. Well, my answer to that is yes. I think Starscape universe would be pure chaos with Galaxy ships. Just imagine this, you're trying to mine in a Warcroll, you might be in an unsecure zone or a wild system trying to get rarer minerals and all that, and then freaking 4 Theas just warp in from the nearby sector and destroy you. It would be insane. So currently in Starscape, we don't actually know how large ship combat would feel due to us not being able to pilot anything larger than a frigate at the current time. However, we have plenty of experience with Galaxy, and we all know that game pretty well. Well, that is if you're a player of it, obviously. Shasko, not everyone plays Galaxy. The reason why I think it would be so cool to bring Galaxy ships into Starscape is because with the warping system of Starscape, it would be a lot more you warped sector system, whatever you call it. While in Galaxy, you can always see each other in a mini-map and just jump them. However, in Starscape, it would be a lot more opportunity for surprise. You could even have spies. And just imagine this, you're a spy in, I don't know, Fury or something, right? Because we brought in the Galaxy ships, and you see an enemy Lucifer just sitting in a sector, and you're in a nearby secure sector, and they're sitting in an unsecure sector, which basically means you can jump them. So you bring in your entire faction's fleet, you go to that unsecure sector, and you jump to Lucifer. Oh my god, the chaos! The actual chaos of Starscape with Galaxy ships would be kind of nuts, because with like a super cap and everything, you can just easily jump a fleet of low-level miners and just boom, dead, bounty white mine. Like, it'd be kind of nuts. However, when I'm also thinking about it, putting Galaxy ships into Starscape wouldn't work the best due to Starscape's engine and everything being kind of built around the combat idea of you are in the cockpit and you are controlling every direction the ship goes, versus Galaxy's feels a little bit less like you're actually in the cockpit and you're more playing a game or more controlling an entire crew for a ship, while in Starscape it strongly feels like you're the only one controlling the ship. So Galaxy's large, more clunky ships may not fit with the game's engine. However, it would be very, very, very interesting to see the kind of combat you would have with all the sector warping with galaxy ships. It really could be something special. So let's talk about carriers. So Galaxy, if you don't know, has ships called carriers, which allows one player to pilot and all the other players can get in the carrier's fighters and use them. So with my idea with how that could work in Starscape would be a little bit different. So I made an entire video on this theory called What If Carriers Had Automated Fighters in Galaxy. We're gonna pretend that carriers in Starscape with Galaxy ships also have automated fighters, which would make them very useful, and honestly, it would just make more sense because the game already has drone engine, like a drone coding and all that stuff. So why not just put them on the fighters of like a Revelation or something from Galaxy? I know it's more complicated than what I'm saying, but still you get the idea. So I think carriers could be a lot more valuable because a singular carrier can maybe hold an entire sector if they can use their AI fighters smartly. However, I feel like scales, the scales of the battles in Starscape are much larger. So just imagine instead of 120 frigates fighting in Starscape, imagine 120 Galaxy dreadnoughts fighting in Starscape. We're all gonna pretend that everyone has a god tier computer and it won't lag, which is not true, but for the sake of this video, that is true. Maybe you're wondering, Shoshka, what other things do you think would happen? Well guys, you may be wondering, well what else? What about, how would limited ships work? Well, I feel like if Starscape took Galaxy ships, the advanced ship secret quest rotation things could be literally insane. They could put so many hidden quest vendors on random sectors and random areas and random space stations that you would never think to look. And with how large Starscape's universe really is, that could be kind of insane, and it could take a very long time to find them all. But then again, that'd give players something to do, right? That'd give us mystery, that'd give us adventure, that'd give us a sense of curiosity. So that could be really cool. Like imagine in one wild system, there is an Atheon, and then maybe closer to the Citadel, you can find the Zen, something like that. And I would love that. How would docking work? Since in Starscape, you walk into a dock and spawn in a ship. Well, I think in Galaxy, if we're bringing in Galaxy ships, we're gonna have to do some leniency here. I'm gonna pretend, in my idea, you walk up to the dock, you go to your inventory or the little digital computer thing, you type in the ship that you want to use from your inventory, or you just click on it in a list, and then you just spawn in outside the Citadel, and then I think you just have to get close to it and then press a button to despawn. That's really the only way I can think of it to work. Also, I feel like you would have to heal ships in a repairing bay or something like that. I don't think they should be able to heal in your inventory after you dock or something, because that'd just be broken. And that's how normal Galaxy works anyway, so it would make sense to carry it over. Another thing that Starscape has that Galaxy doesn't is ship trading, credit trading, and basically giving players the ability to trade. Imagine making alts then. Oh my god, the amount of limited ships people could get. I mean, honestly, if you could trade ships, god, just imagine in Starscape if it had the Galaxy ships, right? If you can just trade, let's say you're a super far player along. We're gonna use Galaxy credits here. Let's say you have 26 million credits. You're a super high roller. You have one of every super cap, and your best friend wants to try out the game. Well, you can just give him a Thea right away, which is kind of insane if we put Galaxy ships in Starscape. That would be pretty mind-breaking and pretty game-breaking too, but it would add to the chaos that I feel Starscape would be if it had ships like Galaxy. I feel like carriers would go way up in use if they were put in Starscape and they had automated fighters, because it just makes sense. Dreadnoughts usage would be through the roof if there was no ship limit caps with loyalty, because Starscape doesn't have that, so I feel like it shouldn't have that with Galaxy ships either. Honestly, I just genuinely think more warfare would happen and it would be crazy. So Starscape plus Galaxy ships equals chaos in my opinion. Well, let me know down below what you think would happen in this scenario. Let me know if you want me to make more videos like this one, because they are great fun to do. Thank you very much for watching and have a great rest of your day, and I will see all of you guys later.